Can you pull back the curtain a little bit on the urgency and the exasperation and frustration about what they're finding as the Biden team sort of leafs through what they've been left by the Trump team?
There is no doubt that the situation is urgent and that people's lives are at risk and in a dire situation. When I talk to Biden officials about what they found and what they're learning about the Trump administration's response, I get exasperated sighs on the other end of the phone calls. And I was talking to one official who said it's simply a mess. He told me that it's not starting from scratch, but it's very close to it. He said that the Trump administration didn't really have a real plan for how to get the vaccine into Americans' arms. Instead, that person told me, and a number of sources have told me, the Trump administration's plan amounted to this: dumping the vaccine, that's their words, dumping the vaccine into states and then letting them figure it out. That is not a plan that can go forward to try to vaccinate as many Americans as we need to try to get to that sense of normalcy that Dr. Fauci has said is needed with about 70 to 85% of Americans vaccinated. He said possibly if we do that, we could get to some sort of normalcy in the fall. But from what I'm hearing, they're really having to build an entire federal response that just simply was not there before. They're trying to get in touch with the pharmacies and community centers and trying to give the states the thing that they've really been asking for since the very first day of this pandemic, which is direction from the federal government. And it is somewhat striking that the same situations, the same issues that we had way back in January and February and March are in some ways replicating themselves, echoing themselves in the distribution of the vaccine, with governors saying we just don't know what to do because the federal government hasn't given us any insight. So the Biden administration is stepping in to try to give them that insight.